Okay, good evening. My name is Mike Curran, and I'll be going over this Arduino LED mini project. So first things first is this project was actually not written by me, it's written by Addison Sears Collins. And here is the website I got it from. Okay. So the very first thing you want to notice here is we have an array for the letters, an array for numbers, and this is how we're decoding the letters into their respective dots and dashes. Now what we do is we take the ASCII value and we shift it over so that A lines up. We will shift it over later in the code, but this is kind of our decoding array, all right? So what we want to do is we want to line up the value A with element 0, and then have Z, the very last element here, and same thing with numbers. 0 should go in element 0, and 9 go to element 9. So obviously it's not how ASCII is laid out, so we have to do a little shift over to make sure that they align correctly. Okay, but in the code itself, it's pretty simple. The very first thing, the setup we run is we're outputting pin number 13, and this is the only output. So initialize that as an output, and then we do the serial initialization and a baud rate of 9600, which is pretty standard baud rate for a serial interface. And then we do a couple of prints to just prompt the user for an input. Okay, here's our while loop. While loop will keep going until we do the sentinel, which is an exclamation point, and then we'll just print out thank you, and we will be done. Otherwise, we will keep on the while loop and then until something is loaded into serial buffer. Okay, and that's what this function is looking for here. Is after load in serial buffer, we'll just keep going forever. Once it is loaded in the serial buffer, we grab the first byte, do the serial.read. Okay, and after we're done this, and we go into this again for the next byte, the serial read, we will it'll be the next byte. So we'll kind of discard the first byte and we'll shift over. So first byte will be H, and the second time around, it will grab the E from the buffer. Okay, so this is what I talked about earlier. This is where we're getting ASCII values, and we're doing a little shift so it lines up with our arrays that we can decode the letters appropriately. And there was no capitalization in Morse code, so we had to do different shifts because of this capitalization in ASCII. And here's the shifting we're doing for numbers. If there's any space between words, we do a dot duration of 7 times a delay with the LED off of 7 times normal dot duration. And this code we have is 200 milliseconds. Okay. And okay, so how this is actually done. So like I said, we're passing dots and dashes into this function. And we grab them from the array and we pass them to this function. Okay, and obviously the dots and dashes need to be outputted one at a time. And that's what we're doing here is we're going through every single dots and dash. And let's just say it's H, for example. We're going through every dot and dash in H, and we are grabbing the dot dash one at a time, and we're passing through the flash dot or dash function. Okay, that's all this function is doing is grabbing the dots and dashes one at a time and passing through a different function. And it's also doing a 3-dot delay between letters. So after you're done the character, we'll have a 3-dot delay, 600 milliseconds. Okay. Now, we will turn on the LED as soon as you enter this function. Let's put dot and dashes, you have to turn them on, and then all we do is look for a dot or dash. If it's dot, we do the dot duration 200 milliseconds. If the dash, we do 3 times that amount. And then we turn off the LED. And then finally, we do a little a break of 1 dot duration between dots and dashes so that we can separate from each other. Then we go on to the next dot or dash. Okay, that's it. Pretty simple code. And next, I will be showing you how it actually looks. So just hold on 1 second and I will get that working. Okay, I am back, and here is my um, Arduino and my LED and resistor setup. As you can see, it's just um, simple output with the red and blue is the ground, and it is a circuit that is in series. So I will go ahead and I will just type in hello world, one character at a time at first. So the H, we have H as being, I believe it's 4 dots. Okay. H, 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. E, E, which is 1. You have the L, a dot, dash, dot, dot, and O. 4 dashes. No, 3 dashes. Okay, then I'll just type in the world. So you can see it takes a buffer with many characters in it. W, O, R, L, D. Okay, that's it. Thanks so much.